Oh wow, this turns amazing. This is so good. I have just made the biggest SpeedCubeShop order of my entire life, $140. And today we're going to unbox and review every single cube. I knew before I even pressed the button to buy the cubes that a long wait had begun. And it sure was. Alright, I just got the package, and so let's open it up. Alright. I'm gonna take out my scissors then. I love this bubble wrap packaging. And... oh yeah. Okay, I have my lube bottles, but we'll open those later. I got... oh yeah, here's the Tornado version 4. Or Tornado version 5. Alright. MoYu MiLong 5x5 magnetic. The QiYi 2x2 in Pro. And last but not least, the MoYu RS3 Pyraminx. This video is a little bit more of a review than an unboxing. I did originally record the original unboxings, but I messed it up, and so I couldn't retake it because all the plastic was already off and everything. So I have used these cubes for a day and lubricated most of them and everything, but I can still show you the way that they were originally packaged and tell you how they sounded like and stuff, so that's what I'm going to do. Some of these are the original recordings because some of them aren't too bad. Okay, first up, let's unbox the QiYi, I think, 2x2 in Pro. So, the box was originally covered in plastic, but I had to retake this, so now it's not. And so you have to push in, because it hooks in here, which is interesting. And then the 2x2 would be wrapped in plastic too, but this comes out. And this is lubed, but out of the box, it's just a little bit more scratchy sounding, and besides that, it's like pretty much the same. I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, there we go. It turns very nicely, and it has an adjustment system, which I'm very excited to look at. So let's look at that. So everything that it comes with is under the plastic thing, which is in this, so that's weird. It has a solve guide. Let's take a look at that real fast. Is there an English sign? Hey, there is. That's nice. Put that over there. And we have our adjustment tool and this. So it's saying you can use a screw or the tool, and you're just gonna stick the tool's feet in there. And to see what number it is, you have to look for which number and dot are in a line, and you turn it clockwise. So let's take out the tool and we can adjust it. So right now, I'll bet you it's on setting 1. Let's see. So I'm gonna stick the tool in here. Yeah, it's on setting 1. So I can turn it. And there's 5 different settings. So let me turn all of these to setting 5. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, that's a lot stiffer. It's a lot stiffer. That works. Let's see if the corner twisting... oh yeah, the corner twisting is way harder in this one. So, on the loosest mode, the corner twisting is way too easy. And, like, for a 2x2, should it even be able to corner twist? I don't think so. And I tried it, and yes, you can even twist the anchor corner. And if you don't know what that is, it should never be twisted, and I should not have tried it, but I did. And it's twistable, but I cringed when I did it because I was so worried I would snap it. So it's loose again, very loose. But now look at the corner twisting. That's so easy. But I haven't noticed it in any solves yet, so we'll look at that. I've lubed this up with a little bit of Martian, but mostly Galaxy. Alright, let's unbox the Tornado version 4. So we have a nice box, which is on really tight, and it's nice and thick, so should protect the cube during shipping and everything. We have a nice card, and it has Chinese. Oh wait, it has English under the Chinese. Jim Zhang is the famous SpeedCube designer and founder of the X-Men Design SpeedCube brand. Jim is in charge of the development of SpeedCube projects of X-Men Design. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, 122 world records, 337 continental records, and 39 Chinese records have been broken using Jim's cubes. That's cool. I bet at least one of those is the Max Park record with the Tornado V3. I bet a lot of those are talking about the Tornado version 3. So, here's the cube. So nice and quiet. I love that about the V4. Very quiet. And I actually like how these magnets feel after using it for a day. That's why it's a little bit quieter, because I lubed it, but it's not going to be super loud out of the box. It'll just be a little louder than you're expecting. But even after a little bit of use, it quiets down. It's never been turned before, so what do you expect? I actually like how the M-Slice feels. Most people don't like it. They think it's so hard to start because of these things, and I mean, it is a little bit harder, and I can see that, but I kind of like it. I normally use a lot of force for the M-Slices anyway, so this doesn't affect me too much. The corner cutting isn't the best, but it's not horrible. So that's forward corner cutting. It will go over the center, but for reverse, it doesn't do much over line to line, so that could be worked on, but it's impossible to corner twist on this thing. Ooh, man, that's awesome. It's not even on the loosest setting. I like how for the magnets, all you gotta do is adjust each one of the corners, and then you're done with your magnet adjustments. It's so fast that way. I don't like how hard it is to get off the center caps, but that's better than using a tool to get them off like Gan has you do. That's just annoying. Come on. There we go. So you can pull up the handle and adjust it, and I like how easy it is to see the numbers on these things. And I like the yellow plastic shells around these because they look cool. Alright, now let's look at the accessories. We got a lot of stuff. Screwdriver for adjustments. The blank center cap, which is indeed UV coated, I think. It looks like it. Let's see. Angle it in the light. Yeah, I think it's UV coated. So it looks kind of like that. So that's so that you can do blindfold solving and stuff. Or if you just don't like the logo, because this logo is probably printed on, plus the UV coating, and you can't just scratch it off. And then we got a cleaning cloth with the X-Men logo on it, which I like. We have adjustment guide, which is in English too, so I like that. We have a, where is it? Okay. We have a RAW method, or WOOX, or however you pronounce that. Tutorial. We have, whoa! Is this ZVLL? Oh, that is CFOP, but they also have, oh, so that's the outer ones for RAW. That's interesting. Kind of weird that they have it on the same sheet, and then they have the beginner's method tutorial. I don't know what kind of beginner would buy a $50 cube, but whatever. And I love the bag. So nice. Alright, let's unbox the MoYu RS3 Pyraminx. So there was a glossy coating, but since I've already unboxed this and then had to do a retake, that is gone now. So we have an accessories box, which was kind of hard to get out. And in that, there is stuff. Just kidding. We have a solve guide, which I'm not going to use because I already know how to solve a Pyraminx. We have an extra adjustment thing. I'm not sure what to call it. We have our adjustment tool, and then we got a screwdriver, which is also for adjustments. And then we have something that's supposedly an adjustment guide. And, oh, it has 9 levels of adjustment. That's cool. And something on the back. Maybe that's an ad. I'll have to look at that later. I'm gonna put this back first. Alright, and then we have the Pyraminx, which was also wrapped in plastic, but now isn't. And it performs very well. It has a scratchy sound that you can't hear now because I've lubed it, but it did have a very scratchy sound to it. I did not like that. You can still kind of hear it, but it's lessened a lot. The tips may turn a little bit too easily in my opinion. It's not too bad though. It depends on how easily you want the tips to turn. It's definitely better than some Pyraminxes. My one complaint that I've noticed is that it's very hard to take off the caps to adjust it, but it is possible. You just gotta use a lot more force than you think you have to, and be careful to not break it. Come on. There we go. So yeah, you gotta pull very hard and then it will come off, and then the adjustment system is exposed, and then you could use the screwdriver to adjust the screw if you wanted to, but I don't like to mess around with that stuff that much because it's really hard to get all the screws to the same tension. Or you can use the adjustment tool and put it in there and then click it around. So it actually turns counterclockwise instead of clockwise like you would think it would. Okay, hold on. Anyway, that's the adjustment system, and then that's the Pyraminx. I like how this logo is not a sticker, unlike most MoYu MiLong cubes. But this is not a MiLong, it's an RS3M, so... Well, no, not an RS3M, just an RS3. Alright, let's unbox the MoYu MiLong 5x5 magnetic. Oh man, I love this packaging. It's textured. That's nice. Alright. So we have an accessories box. I'm so surprised by how small this box is. Stand 5x5. Bye. Oh, this turns nice. That turns very nice. And we have... Oh wait, hold on, let me see some checkerboard. Oh yeah, that's nice. And we have a screwdriver and a Chinese solve guide. Yeah, that's useless. Goodbye. Alright, let's try to take off these center caps. I'm gonna get a flathead screwdriver. There we go, that should do it. There we go. So we got a little screw in there. We could adjust. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like this cube. I think this is a very good starter 5x5. It's a little loose out of the box for me, and the magnets are maybe a little weak for me, but I like it. And now for the moment that many of you have probably been waiting for, the Tornado version 5 Pioneer. Here it is. Oh yeah, this box is so nice. They have like certain things that are even like sticking out, whereas on the Tornado version 4, the box is just entirely smooth. This one has like, the cube is a little bit puffed out, the UV coating thing, the logo, those are all a little bit puffed out. I like that. This is definitely a nicer box design. Alright, and it fits on there pretty tightly, but I've opened it a few times, so it's gotten a little bit looser, and I love how thick the box is. And so we got a card, and it's all in Chinese, so I'm still gonna keep it though, because it looks cool. And then we have the Tornado version 5, and the accessories box. So let's take a look at the accessories first to annoy you guys. In the accessories, we have a very nice bag. Tornado is recognized for having very nice bags, and this feels like kind of plasticky, and yeah, like Cubeheads and other people say like fake leathery kind of. but the inside feels a little bit less waterproof than the outside. I'm pretty sure that this is waterproof. I'll have to look that up, and then I'll put something like right there that's telling you if it's waterproof or not. I'll bet you it is. I'm going to put the cube in this later because that's going to look awesome. Okay. And we also have screwdriver for adjusting the magnets. Alright. We got a bunch of pamphlets. Some of these are actually pretty cool. They have a full CFOP guide. They got a full Roke's guide. I think this is the Roke's one. Let's see. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right. I never learned that method, so I would not be too good at that. Yeah. They got a full tutorial for that method. I may actually learn that just using that. Here's the adjustment guide. One thing I really appreciate about these guys is they put one half of it in Chinese and the other half in English. Alright, that's the beginner method, I think. And this is probably this. Yeah, this is the CFOP guide. Oh, that's cool. We got full OLL, F2L, and PLL in the guide. And then here's the adjustment system. Nice. It's very adjustable. And you know, one thing about this is it has more adjustments than the V4 for both the magnets and the tensions. I love these boxes. Okay. These are not first turns. I've already lubed this and stuff because I've had it for a day now. But this is approximately what it sounds like, except for a little bit more scratchy. And I repackaged it the same way it was. You can definitely tell it's UV coated, and I love that about it. One thing about this is that the center caps are much easier to take off than on the V4 because they don't go down as far. And there's no handle in the adjustment system. You just literally just reach your hand in and turn, which I think is interesting and I kind of like. I would say pretty much my only complaints about this cube is it doesn't come with a blank center cap like the V4, although that's really minor. And my second one is that the numbers, hold on. Yeah, the numbers on these red dials right here for the core magnet strength are really hard to see because they're small and then it's hard to get a good angle for the light to look at it, and then even then the lube will make it really hard to see. So they maybe could make those numbers, I don't know, like a different color or more bold or something, but that'd probably be expensive and kind of tricky to do. My favorite thing about this cube is it's the only one with adjustable edge and core magnets. X-Man is like the only brand that's still doing adjustability, and I love that about them. That's why I bought from X-Man. But yeah, it's very nice. I did forget to mention that the V5 also comes with a cleaning cloth with the X-Man logo on it, and it's really nice. Okay, I can't wait to see my lubes. I'm gonna open those up next. So we have Galaxy. So let's get that baby open. I got 5 milliliters. Oh, this is a different one than my other bottles. It looks a little different. Oh, it has like a seal thing too. It's nice. We got Galaxy. We got Martian. Come on, Martian. Open up. It's cheapest to get the lubes in a bundle, so that's what I did. Okay. They package these things up really nice. It's just hard to get them out. Maybe the only... Okay, there we go. Ooh, that's nice. So I already have Martian and Galaxy, but I also got 2 lubes that I don't have before. I have Nebula. I'm getting scissors. This is getting silly. There we go. So we got... Ooh, that's a nice logo, Nebula. And then we have Lunar. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try these out on the puzzles later and we can see how they do. So for the lubes, Martian is supposed to be like a little bit fast, but a pretty good balance. Like, use this on everything. Galaxy is supposed to be a little bit slower than Martian, but basically the same idea. I like Galaxy a lot. And then these are Lunar and Nebula. Lunar is supposed to be really fast, and Nebula is supposed to be really slow. I have not tried either of these, but here is how they would rank from fastest to slowest. And I am now going to try them on my puzzles and get back to you with how well they work. I can now say that Lunar and Nebula definitely work. I put some Lunar in my 2x2 because it was feeling a bit sluggish, and now it's very fast, but I was able to put it up a few settings so that corner twisting was a little bit harder to do, and now it hasn't happened at all anymore in my solves. Before it only happened once or twice, but now it's not happening at all, and I've done a bunch of solves with it. And I put some Nebula in my Pyraminx because it was feeling a bit too fast, and now I'm able to leave it on a high setting, a loose setting, but it's still nice and controllable, which I love. So these lubes definitely work, and I think Lunar is now my new favorite lube. I put some Martian in my 5x5, and it was the best idea I've ever done with a cube lube. Definitely put Martian in your big cubes. It is so good. It makes it like controllable, but still very fast, and it's so good. Just do it. Do it. Alright, let's weigh and measure all of these. Starting with Tornado version 5 Pioneer. It weighs 70.5 grams, and it is... Ooh, I don't want to scratch this. 55.47, which is essentially 55.5 millimeters long. Now for the Tornado version 4 Pioneer. It is 82 grams. It's quite a lot, but not too terrible. There are worse ones. They're heavier. And it's also about 55.5 millimeters long. And then the QiYi 2x2 in Pro. 63.5 grams. And it is about 50.5 millimeters long. And the MoYu MiLong 5x5, sorry, magnetic is 170 grams, 170.7 grams, about 0.80 grams, whatever, no, that's not what it is. And 60 millimeters long. And I can't measure the millimeters of the Pyraminx, but I can measure its weight. 50, so about 60 grams. I think I like these boxes a little bit too much. I'm keeping all of these like this. Especially the QiYi 2x2, that just looks amazing. And the X-Men, because, yeah. This is the only one I might actually throw away, though. I don't particularly like this package, but still, it's pretty nice. If you asked me to choose between the Tornado version 4 and the Tornado version 5, I really could not choose. At least the Pioneer editions. They both have different itches that they scratch. This one is so stable and controllable and still has some speed. And like if you like a very stable cube or like a kind of heavier one that feels strong, this is definitely a cube for you. Or if you have like aggressive hard finger tricks. If you have a light turning style, I would recommend the V5 Pioneer. Or if you just want like a 20 magnet Ballcore and the latest features, that's another thing. Or if you rely really heavily on corner cutting, I would also get that, just for that reason. Because this one's corner cutting isn't as great, but it's still good. It's better than plenty of cubes. If you want features that are only in a certain cube, then I guess you should get this one, because it has the Predator magnets. Okay, I'm now going to rate every single thing on a scale of 1 to 10. 5x5, I'm gonna give it a 9, considering the price. My only problem with it is that it locks up a lot, but again, considering the price, it's very good, and I would recommend getting it as a starter 5x5. For the Pyraminx, I'm gonna have to say 8.5. I was expecting something a lot better than this. It's still good, but I really hate the scratchy turning and the way that the tips feel. It may work better for some people, but it's not as good as it originally seemed to me. The 2x2, oh man, this thing is amazing. I'm gonna give it a 9.5. The only thing that I really think that needs to be fixed on it is the corner twisting, but that's not a major issue to me. For these, I'm giving them 9.9 for each. Both of them have minor little issues that I don't really care about, so 9.9. Overall, I would recommend getting every single thing that I got if you want to get good 3x3s, good cheap Pyraminx, a first 5x5, a good 2x2 for cheap, get this stuff. And the lubes, except for the price, I'm gonna rate them 10 out of 10. But if you include the price, I'm giving them a 7 because they're kind of expensive. Thanks for watching this huge cube unboxing and review. Please like and subscribe because this thing cost me $140. I think that's at least earned a like from y'all. See you guys in the next one. Cube Kid out. The magnetic boxes that these cubes come in are just so cool. They just snap shut and open, and like, they're strong. And they hold the cube tightly, and like, this is gonna protect the cube from pretty much anything. And it's a good way to seal out dust too, because like, what dust is gonna get through that? And then you could also put the box in the bag, and then you got triple dust, and then you could put it in this box, in the bag, and then, oh boy, that's just getting silly.